students, okay, in WhatsApp group and 30 students in Sims. All right, so first thing first, before we start, okay, please click your attendance. All right, please click your attendance to view. Click your attendance in your future first. All right, so we have 7 students have yet to click. Aina Sofia, Alia Shahira, Lukman Zafri, Raja Dini Balkis, Raja Shahbudin. 5. Okay, 5 students have yet to click the attendance. So jangan lupa, don't forget to click your attendance. So let us go to your Google Classroom. So have you read the slides? Have you gone through the slides? Semua dah baca slide? This is your class, right? 5 PA, but then it's supposed to be 5 PA. Let's check ni dulu. Okay,
Madam. Sorry, madam tak ada.
Yes, sir. Okay. Is it clear now?
Okay, sebab tadi dia slow sikit.
Oh, slow sikit. Okay, so kena naikkan volume. Alright, thank you so much, darling. Okay, who's this now? Muhammad? Aiman, Haziq Aiman. Alright, okay, thank you Haziq Aiman ya. Okay, so kita dah baca doa belum? Okay, let me recite doa. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wa anshur alaina min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa baraka wa sallam. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Okay, so I hope that it's clear now. All right, so class, have you gone through or have you read the slides? Dah baca dah slide? Dah go through the slide? All right, let me choose randomly. Afika Jeffrey, have you read the slides, Afika?
Yeah.
All right, so what can you conclude from the slide? Afika, what can you conclude from the slide?
Macam mana kita tu try communicate.
English.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All right. Okay.
From
the slides.
Okay. From the slide, I learned how to communicate and what's the importance of the communication.
Okay, what's the importance of communication? Okay, basically that one is maybe from the first slide. Okay, thank you so much, Afika Jeffrey. So I need another one more student. Zul Khairi. Okay, Zul Khairi, are you joining us?
Ada.
All right, Zul. So what can you conclude from the slides that I have posted just now? Right, just now Afika mentioned about the importance of communication, right? But then it's just kita kata the surface lah, right? So what are the other maybe the other subtopics, maybe the other content that you would like to highlight, that you would like to conclude from the slides? Khairi? Khairi? Did you read this slide just now? Mana Khairi?
Yang pasal eye contact. Betul?
Pardon?
About eye contact.
Okay. So eye contact. What is eye contact? What do you understand from the word eye contact?
Apa tu? Macam kita ketika kita macam speaking or bagi ucapan.
English, yeah?
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm. No problem, no problem. It's okay. Okay, when we plan to deliver the speech, the text, okay, and then what we should do?
If we
What should we do?
do the speech, we need to eye contact for audience.
Okay, okay. Your friend mentioned we need to eye contact. You need to maintain eye contact, right? Okay, thank you
Yes.
so much, Heidi. All right, very good response. Okay, Zuraidi. All right, all right. Zuraidi, what happened to you, Zuraidi? Zuraidi, are you okay? Is everything okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Alright.
Link baca.
All right. Okay. So just now Muhammad Zulkhairi mentioned about eye contact. Okay. So you need to maintain your eye contact. Okay. During the conversations. Okay. What is eye contact actually? All right. What are the importance of eye contact? All right. So eye contact is actually we can categorize it under non-verbal communication. All right, as for the communication, we have two forms of communication. All right, okay, two forms of communication. The first one is verbal communication. Okay, verbal communication is something that you say, something that you utter, right? Something that you write. Okay, for example, the message, okay, the dialogues, the conversations, your SMS, right? Your email, right? That one is verbal. Okay, some things that we have the end product. Another one is non-verbal. Non-verbal is kita kata just now, one of your friends, one of your classmates, Muhammad Zulkhairi, mentioned about eye contact. Okay, eye contact is one of the examples of non-verbal communication. For non-verbal communication, okay, you can use your body gestures, you can use your body movement. Okay, for example, when you smile, okay, to your audience during kita kata any talk, any seminar. Okay, when you deliver the speech, okay, you smile to the audience. Okay, you nod your head. Okay, senyum, angguk kepala. Alright, you show thumbs up. Alright, okay. So that are the examples of non-verbal communication. Okay, so betul lah. Alright, so Afika Jeffrey just now mentioned about the importance of communications. Communications is important because of so many reasons. One of the reasons is because throughout communications we can share the information. Throughout the information we can, what do we call it? Share information, we can deliver information. Okay, that one. Alright, so kita lagi lots of benefits or reasons or the importance of communication. Banyak. Alright, thank you so much Afika Jeffrey and thank you so much Muhammad Zulkhairi. Alright, so for today's slot, okay, I have chosen the other methods of teaching kan. Okay, where the first 60 minutes is for the students to go through the slides and another 60 minutes is for us to discuss. So I believe that you guys have a clear view about, okay, what we are going to discuss for today's slot. Kita nak bincang apa tentang hari ini? Alright, what are we going to talk about, okay, for today's topic? Okay, so you can go to your Google Classroom. Alright, so if you look at this one, this is our Google Classroom. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is week 3. If you look at this screen, okay, this one is the announcement that I have posted, okay, in Google Classroom, okay, this morning, okay, this morning. If you look at this one, week 3 semester, okay, now is semester March, August 2024, right, Wednesday slot, okay, 3rd April. So the platform that we are using for today's slot, okay, WhatsApp, Google Meet, Google Classroom, all right, and then U Future, another one. All right, at the end of the class, Okay, if you look at this one, there are two subtopics that we are going to focus for this week. Untuk hari ini kita ada dua subtopik. Alright, madam, what is the first subtopic? What is the second subtopic? Kalau you tengok ni, first subtopic ni macam panjang, but then it's not that hard pun, tak ada panjang pun. It's just a basic or fundamental kita kata knowledge about communication. Right, the first subtopic is we're going to discuss about the basics of communication. Right, what is communications? What are the elements of communications that we should know? All right, okay, and then the principles, okay, to communication, barriers of communication, forms of communication, and then the last one is network. Okay, kita akan fokus kepada network. All right, and then the second subtopic here is we're going to look at small talk. Okay, what is small talk? Okay, what are among the strategies, among the possible strategies in small talk, okay, that you can use in your conversation. Okay, so excuse me. So towards the end of this class, towards the end of the lesson, I mean, we hope that, okay, we should be able to what we call it, to define the terms communication. What is communication? Small talk. What is small talk? And we should be able to identify the possible strategies for small talk. We should be able to notice what are the importance of communications. Okay, so far so good, class. Class, so far so good? All right, thank you, Aiman, Hafiz. Okay. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, I have mentioned last week, kot madam tak ingat kan? Right, kita kata you have to turn on the camera, okay, the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes kan? All right, apa nanti towards the end, please make sure you turn on the camera, yeah? Okay, nantilah towards the end of this slot. Okay, so let us take a look at the first one, speech communication. Madam, what is speech communication? Mana speech communication? Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So let us start. Alright, speech communication process, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Alright, week 5, week 6 is kita akan conduct, okay, the actual assessment one, the actual workplace simulation. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, so this one is kita kata the subtopics for the first chapters. Alright, so the first one is communication. So towards the end of this slides, towards the end of this week, okay, we hope that students are able to, alright, to identify or to know the 7 elements of communication. Apa 7 elements of communication? Alright, we should be able to explain in details the speech communication process. Okay, principles, barriers, and forms ni we will just go through quickly lah. Just for you to know, okay, there are 7 principles of communication. Whenever you speak to the other person, kan, okay, your siblings, your parents, your students, your lecturers, okay, your friends and whatsoever, okay, make sure it's, okay, includes these 7 principles. C, complete, okay, concise. Ada lagi lah 7 principles. Make sure, okay, if let's say you want to share the knowledge, okay, you want to share the information, make sure you follow these 7 principles. Right, next is barriers of communication. You should also be able to know, okay, what is barriers of communication. Alright, so I mean, you should be able to explain the barriers, okay, during the communication, during the conversation and whatnot. Last one is the forms of communications, the one that have been mentioned by one of your friends, Zul Khairi, just now. Alright, so basically, if I ask you what is communications, so I might get different answers. Can so as long as we know that communication is the process of kita kata you transfer the knowledge, right? You transfer the information to the other person. Right? If you look at this one, this one is actually kita kata the definitions of communication from different scholars. Right, different scholars. We have the first one, Wilbur Scram. We have also the next one, Maxwell. we have Newman and Summer, we have this one, Katz and Khan. All right, I just want to highlight, I just want to focus on the last one. All right, the last one is from Katz and Khan. Okay, this scholars mentions that communications is the exchange of information, okay, the exchange of knowledge. All right, so if let's say I ask you, okay, class 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. So you reply or you respond, okay, 2 plus 2 is 4. So the exchange of information, if I ask you, how are you? Okay, fine, madam, you are good. That one is also the exchange of information. So that one is communication. So at least, okay, the conversations happen between two persons. If only one person involved, then we don't call it communication. Kalau seorang, kita tak panggil communications. If only one person, we call it monologue. Alright, so kita skip the second one. You can read this one. Right, we just want to focus on this picture. Okay, madam tak tahu lah, last week kita dah sentuh on this one or not. Okay, but then just kita kata to recap or to revise. Okay, there are altogether 7 elements of communication. Semua sekali ada 7 elements of communication. Alright, if we ask you in exam, if let's say we have essay part, kan? Okay, explain or elaborate elements of communication. So you just draw this picture, and then based on this picture, you can explain it. So you don't have to memorize, okay, the whole text. Tak payah ingat semua teks, you just refer to this picture. Alright, so this picture explains in detail, okay, the parts of communication or elements of communication. Right, altogether there are 7 elements of communication. Ada 7 semua ya. Right, the first one is the speaker. So who is the speaker? The speaker is actually the persons that will share some of the messages. Okay, will share the knowledge. Okay, will share the informations. Will share the content, ideas, and whatnot. All right, so the first important element of communication is of course speaker. All right, so you explain, but who is the speaker? Kan? Speaker is actually the one who share the knowledge, the one who transfer the knowledge, all right, to another person. Okay, the second person now is the listener. So siapa pula listener ni? Who is this listener? So you explained again. Listener is the person who received the message. Okay, who receive the content and then will give his comment. Kan, dia akan share balik. Will share his or her feedback. So you settle with the first element of communication and then the second element of communication. So the speaker delivers something. That something is message. Message is the third element of communication, followed by the feedbacks from the listener. Right now, the feedback is the next element of communication. All right, the feedback is actually depending on the message given. Okay, depending on the content that the speakers has delivered. All right, clear. All right, so the process of transferring or the process of sharing the message and feedbacks happen through appropriate platform that we call it channel. So we can talk about channel. Okay, channel, we have physical channel, for example, face-to-face meeting, and we also have the online channel, for example, right, video conferencing, Google Meet session, and throughout the conversation, okay, throughout the process, for sure we will face this one, we call it interference, the zigzag here, the problems, can. Okay, the disturbance during the discussion, during the conversation, okay, during your dialogue, for example. So interference could be any technical problems. Like just now, one of your friends mentioned, Madam, your voice is not that clear. Right, so that one is one of the examples of interference. We also have the other types of interference. Okay, connection problem, line problem, technical problem, mic problem, slides, for example. So interference is always the problem, lah. Right, so now we have the first one, speaker. The second one, listener. The third one, message, feedback, channel, and then the sixth one is interference. Last one, okay, just to recap, it happened in one big frame, which is the situation. So we might have different situation every day. All right, the morning session, for example, the situation is ELC650 classroom. Right, afternoon session, for example, kita kata the situation is conversation between you and your parents. Alright, okay, petang pula different situation. So this one, okay, this slide is actually about the elements of communication. If people out there ask you what are the elements of communication, I really hope that you guys can explain, can elaborate well based on this picture. So sekarang kalau tak ada picture ni pun, if let's say you don't refer to this picture, okay, I believe that you guys can explain in detail what are elements of communication. Right, so this one is communication process. So yang ni lah yang detail dia. Yang ni lah, this one is the explanation. So you can go through one by one. So speaker, okay, who is kita kata this speaker. Alright, second one is message. Message ni ada two types kan. Alright, kita ada verbal, we have non-verbal. Alright, and then channel, the platforms that you are using, be it the direct, which is the face-to-face, or electronic interventions like the one that we are using now, yang kita guna sekarang ni kan. Okay, GM session, GM meeting. Alright, and next is listener. Alright, listener, okay, the person who received the message. And then his comment, okay, which is the feedback. Interference during the communication process. Alright, interference is something that impedes, okay, yang ganggu. Alright, some things that interfere the communications of a message. So before the speaker starts, okay, the speech, the talk, the seminar and whatnot, okay, make sure you check lah. Okay, check your microphone, check your connection, check your visual, PowerPoint slides and whatnot. Alright, and then the last one is situation lah. Okay, physical setting. Alright, so settle. Okay, yang ni kita skip. Alright, okay, this one we just would like you to know that okay, there are 7 principles of communication. Alright, whenever you want to share the message, okay, the information, the knowledge, make sure, okay, this 7, okay, make sure it's complete. Okay, make sure it is correct. Okay, so ada 7 principles of communication. Right, so yang ni kita tak go in detail lah because for ELC650, you just need to know that there are 7 C, okay, principles of communication. Alright, so please watch this video. Alright, okay, so please watch this video. And to the end of this video, I would like you to primarily with you students, okay, to share with us, okay, to share with your other classmates, okay, what you understand from the video. Okay, ready class? Alright, so let's watch this video together.
My name is Luigi, and I want to tell you a story that happened to me long time ago.
the way communication. Saya Aziz. The communication between me and others due to accent. Pada media faham. Ya.
Verbal communication.
Next slide. Highlight this barriers of communication. Okay, barriers of communication. Excuse me. Okay. So this one. Okay, what are the communication barriers? Okay. Barriers are anything that disturb our communication process. Right. So you can look at this slide. A communication barrier is anything that comes in the way of receiving and understanding messages one sense to another. Right. In order to convey ideas or any other kind of information. Right. So from the video just now, communications is in terms of the words kan. Or you can specify the semantic barriers. What is semantic barriers? Semantic barriers is actually problems in understanding the word. Right? We say this word, but then the other person is okay. There's the other way around. For example, if you mention right, it sounds of you right. It is as W-R-I-T-E. Right, the other sentence might say, okay, maybe you are talking about right, R-I-T-H-T. Depends on what context, depends on the sentence. Alright, so semantic barriers again from the video that you can highlight is peace, can. I want 2 pieces of toast. Okay, I want 2 pieces in the table, can. Alright, peace, and then we have fork, can. Food, right, and the other F. Right, you have also friendship, can. Okay, one is semantic barriers. Okay, a word can have different meanings to different people. Right, so like what I mentioned, right. Okay, we also have the other example just now. Okay, it could be fork, shit, can. Okay, peace. But we also have cultural barriers. Right, so maybe what is cultural barriers? So you can take this one. Cultural barriers, we have physical barriers. Okay, for example, the conditions of the room, there's a meeting room that is too small, right? The speaker's handphone or the audience's handphones, which rings in the middle of the seminar, in the middle of the talk. We also have psychological barriers. Okay, physiological barriers, for example, individual's disability, kita tak nampak kan, poor eyesight, okay, lost hearing, okay, and other illnesses. The last one is okay, psychological barriers. Okay, madam, psychological barriers ni apa? Anxiety and whatnot. Alright, so kita cakap this one, okay, this slide is only about 5 barriers kan, but then there you go. There are other barriers, okay, other barriers of communication, banyak lagi. Just now I mentioned technical problems kan. Alright, okay, cultural differences, emotional barriers, improper timing, itu semua barriers in communication. Okay, interference or barriers in communication. Okay, this one is second last. Okay, forms of communication. Kalau madam tanya, okay, how many forms of communication that you have learned so far? Right, actually the answer is two communication. The first one is verbal, okay, when you say something or when you write something. Alright, kita ada end product kan, when you say something, the dialogue kan, when you write something, SMS, message, email, documents. Alright, so ataupun oral, you say something during the meeting, you say something during the video conference, you say something during the seminar. And another one is we have non-verbal. Non-verbal, you don't say anything, but then you are actually communicating something. You smile to the other persons, okay? You nod your head, angguk kepala. Your eye contact, the one mentioned by Zul Khairi just now, okay? Okay, your body movement, your hand gestures, okay, when you show thumbs up, itu semua adalah non-verbal communication. The first one, eyes and facial expression, gestures, body gestures, okay, your hand gestures. Alright, okay, paralinguistic. Ni kita nak huraikan sikit lah what is paralinguistics. Okay, if let's say, okay, this kita kata this slide, okay, is actually about paralinguistics. Okay, the non-verbal communication. Okay, let me simplify this slide. So if I ask two students, okay, like, in front of me, okay, I have two students, let's say, kan, Ahmad and Abu, Ahmad and Ani lah. Alright, so I ask both of them, how are you? And then the way they answer is actually, kita kata, reflect their condition. Okay, the first student, Ahmad, how are you, Ahmad? Okay, I ask the first student. Alright, I'm fine, madam. Okay, I am fine. Okay, everything is good on my side, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we can see that the answer is positive. He is fine. Alright, and then the actual condition is also fine. The second student I asked, how are you, Ani? Alright, so Ani might answer, I'm fine, madam. Right, the word fine shows positive situation, right? Positive conditions. But then, okay, she's not fine actually. This one is paralinguistics. How do you actually say those words? It might reveal, okay, kita kata how you are really feeling. Okay, you are not well actually, but then you just answer, I'm fine, madam. So we can tell from kita kata the facial expression and whatnot. Alright, a bright, a happy tone of voice actually reveal that the persons are actually doing quite well. Okay, dan sebaliknya lah. Okay, so body language, okay, body postures. Okay, this one last. Kita kata communication networks. Let's say in your office kan, okay, in our office. Alright, workplace for example. So there are few kita kata types of networks communication. Right, if let's say you ask something from your boss, okay, kita tukar lah. If let's say your boss, our boss, alright, our manager, our supervisor, our head of department, okay, instructs something, okay, or audit something to us. For example, to complete the task or whatnot. That one we call downward communication. Madam, kenapa down? Right, downward communication because the word down shows that, okay, from higher level to lower level. Okay, what is higher level? Higher level, okay, your boss, your head of department, your manager, your supervisor. Alright, so let's say your supervisor or your head of department ordered or instructed something. Alright, from higher to lower, downward. Okay, okay, the second network is upward. If let's say you, okay, are asking something from your boss, you are asking something from your head of department and whatnot, that one is upward communication from the lower level to the higher level. Okay, You request something to your boss. And another one is we have lateral communication. All right, lateral communication is the communications between your kita kata peer group, okay, your colleagues and whatnot. Okay, so I think that's it. Oh, kita ada lagi satu ni, tak apa, this one kita skip. Okay, the second video kita skip. Alright class, so far so good. Say something. So far so good. I mean,
Good.
that is two-way communication. Okay, thank you so much, Rabi'atul Adawiyah. Okay, so that one is the first subtopic. Settle with the first subtopic. Madam, apa first subtopic? Yang ni lah. Yang panjang-panjang ni, but then it's just about communication, elements of communication, forms of communication, and then last one is network. Kan, communication network. Upward, okay, downward is from the higher to lower, okay, upward, okay, from the lower level to the higher level, kita kata the workers asking something from the boss. Alright, last one is lateral, among the peer group, okay, among our colleagues. Dah settle, Alhamdulillah. So next one is small talk. Alright, so anyone would like to conclude? Anyone would like to elaborate on small talk? What is small talk? Apa small talk? Class? I ask you to read the slides, kan?
About unimportant things.
Alright, thank you. About unimportant things. Okay, thank you. Alright, so another one from the other students. Just now one of your friends mentions that kita kata the small talk is the conversations about the unimportant things. Right, lagi. One more.
Informal or daily conversation.
Informal or daily conversation. Okay, informal or daily conversation. Alright, so thank you so much. Tadi Ain dengan siapa minum tak perasan tadi. Alright, so let me click on this one. Small talk. Kita tak nak tips. Okay. Alright, so small talk basically, okay, towards the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify all possible strategies that you can use in small talk. Alright, so we also hope that you are able to engage in small talk, alright, in your daily conversation. So before that, what is small talk? Madam, apa small talk, madam? Alright, small talk is actually a light conversation, okay, a polite conversation about unimportant things, especially as engaged in social occasions. Okay, so to put it simple, it's just a light conversation. How's your brother? How's your sister? How's your parent? Itu adalah small talk. So if you look at this slide, alright, whenever you want to initiate, again, you want to start a conversation with a complete stranger, okay, it's kita kata somehow awkward, right? What should I say? How should I say this? Okay, what should I ask? Okay, this person. So how? Okay, for you to start the conversation is mainly by including this small talk. Okay, you can ask about the family-related questions. You can ask about kita kata the job-related questions. You can ask about the surroundings. Okay, the weather, for example. That one is small talk. All right. So this one. Okay, among the strategy that you can use is you can use the FORT technique. Okay, FORT technique. FORT is actually focused on, okay, these four kita kata aspects. Family related question. O is for occupation. You can ask about, okay, occupation or job related question. Recreations, you can ask about vacations. You can ask about dreams and hopes. Okay, all right. So like what I mentioned just now. Okay, before you start the conversation, before you start discuss the heavy stuff. All right, so you include the small talk first. I heard that both your parents are not well, so you asked about the family related question. I heard that you went to Bali last week. Yes, I went to Bali last week. Okay, and then you asked the other questions. Okay, how's Bali? Okay, how's your vacations? How's your holiday? All right, so you can also ask about the dreams related question ataupun hope, kan? All right, so this one family related question, occupation, job related questions, recreation, vacation. Last one is dreams. All right, so settle. So kenapa or why small talk is important? Why small talk is important in our daily conversation? Okay, because the first one, to encourage social contact. All right, and then to improve mental functions, to boost our mood, to lower our stress. So because we need to talk to people, right? Okay, no man an island. Kita tak boleh hidup seorang-seorang. Right, okay, to build both personal and professional relationships. Last one is to help in gathering information about another person. Okay, let's say we have newcomers to our company again. We have newcomers to our office. All right, we have newcomers to our institution. So by including this small talk, okay, it can help. Okay, it can help you in gathering any details about the person. Okay, how's your family members? For example, you ask about herself. Okay, so this one is the importance of small talk. Lagi satu, okay, we talk about 650, kan, ELC650. Small talk is very important, okay, in your first assessment. Madam, first assessment apa? First assessment is workplace simulation ataupun singkatan ni WS. The short form is WS. Alright, I will just refer to WS as workplace simulation. So you should include small talk in your first assessment. Kenapa? Because we have allocated some marks for that small talk. Kena ada small talk, okay, you will get marks for small talk. Let's say the situations ask you to discuss about how to solve certain problems. You cannot simply jump to that topic. Right, so there are actually few strategies that we can use, okay, to solve this problem. The first strategy is this one, the second strategy is this one. Before you start with that part, okay, make sure you include small talk. Right, how are you? Okay, how's your wife? How's your parents, for example? You tanya semua. Okay, for 60 seconds kan, 60 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, okay, then you move to the important part of the conversation. Alright, so ni kita padam dulu. Alright, madam, could you please share with us, okay, the sample question paper? This one is the sample question paper for the first assessment. Madam, what is our first assessment? Alright, so this is your first assessment, workplace simulation or WS. You look at this, pair work, 25 marks. So it's actually pair work, but then last semester my student is just 19 students. 19. Alright, 20 students. Below 20, I make it pair work lah. Below 20. Alright, but then for this semester, I got maximum number of students. Alright, maximum number of student, class ni 30, another class 30, another class 33. So I make it compulsory for my students, okay, to work in a group of 3. So you akan choose your partner ataupun your group members. Okay, kita nak 3 orang satu group. Alright, for my class, I make it compulsory this semester lah. I make it compulsory for you to work in a group of 3. Even though this one is pair work, kita tahu pair work, but then if we make it pair work, we will have 15 pairs. Kita akan ada 15 pairs for this class only. Ada kelas lain lagi nanti banyak kan, so I make it compulsory 3 of you. So maksudnya kita akan ada, meaning that we are going to have 3 person in a group, so 10 groups, 10 group sahaja. So this one is the sample question paper. Alright, so just would like you to know that we have 3 samples. Okay, set 1, bukan 3 samples, 3 sets. Set 1 untuk hari Isnin, Selasa. Set 2 is for Tuesday, Wednesday. Set 3 is for Friday and Sunday. So tiap hari yang berbeza, we are going to use the different sets paper. Right, for each set pula kita ada 6 soalan. So the possibility for you to get the same question paper is, kita kata it's not possible lah, dalam 40% mungkin. Alright, okay, because we have 6 situations and then we have 3 set, mungkin lah satu set ni 2 group. Kan, mungkin satu set 2 group. Alright, so we look at this one. Okay, let us read the instruction. Alright, students are given 3 minutes. Kejap sangat, medium 3 minutes, yes. Okay, you just have 3 minutes to write down your point. 3 minit, you baru nak menguap dah 3 minit. Alright, and then you have 8 minutes to present. Untuk group of 2, pair work. Untuk group of 3, you have 10 minutes. Okay, nampak? Alright, students have 10 minutes to present. Your presentation part is 10 minutes. 3 minit lah. Alright, your preparation is still the same, 3 minutes. You prepare the point. Okay, next, what you should include. Okay, use appropriate language expressions. Okay, nanti kita akan share slides about language expressions, how to share opinion, how to show disagreement, how to show example, language expression. Last one, you tengok, they mention here, engage in small talk. Why? Because, okay, we have allocated some marks for small talk. Kita nak tengok student ada ke tak ada small talk. So normally the popular one is family related question. Popular, senang, kan? So you nak avoid from kita kata making any grammatical errors. Small talk je. You ask about your parents, you ask about your siblings for example. You could also ask about the raya celebration, raya preparation. Itu semua small talk. Alright, engage in small talk before you and your partners discuss the main issue. Okay, before you jump into the main topic, make sure you engage in small talk, make sure you include the small talk. So kita tengok apa soalan ni. Alright, so this one is for a group of 2. This one is for pair work. Apa soalan dia? The CEO of the company has raised concerns about what? Okay, about the huge budget for the year-end company dinner that you are organizing. So now you are organizing the event. Okay, but then your CEO has raised concerns about the budget, regarding the budget. So what is your task? Simple saja. Your task now is to discuss, you and a colleague, meaning that 2 person, you and a colleague discuss strategies. Nampak? Did I mention strategies? Okay, so you have to be extra careful of the question. Kalau question tu tanya tentang, okay, you and a colleague discuss one main strategy, meaning that, okay, we only one, okay, that one main strategy plus supporting details, right? But then for these types of question, we ask you to discuss strategies. Maksudnya tak ada had. You can discuss about 2 strategies, you might want to discuss about 3 strategies, you might want to discuss about 10 strategies, but then you have to also consider the time given here lah, the durations of you to complete the task. So soalan ni senang. Kita tengok question for a group of 3. You met a former staff member who told you about the ergonomic furniture in her new office. Alright, which provides comfort and supports her posture. Discuss with your colleagues the benefits of purchasing ergonomic furniture for the office. Let's say during the conversation, you don't know what is the meaning of ergonomic. Madam, what is the meaning of ergonomic furniture? Can discuss with your colleagues the benefits of purchasing ergonomic furniture. You don't know the meaning of ergonomic. What is ergonomic? So we can simply explain about the benefits of purchasing furniture. You boring lah. Alright, okay, so as if you know the meaning, okay, tapi you just, if you talk about benefits, meaning that you have to provide the positive part, kan, positive reasons, positive aspects. So you just talk about the positive aspects of purchasing. Katalah you tak tahu ergonomic kan, purchasing furniture. Alright, so atas ni kita dah bagi dah. Kita dah bagi hint-hint kan. Alright, so this one is the kita kata sample question. Alright, bukan sample ini betul May 2023, last semester. Okay, last semester. Alright, so actually untuk today's slot, I planned, okay, for you to record your first activity. But then bila masa tak cukup lah, tak sempat. Alright, because of time constraint, I think we should postpone the first activity next week. Next week, I mean week 4. Okay, after semester break. So nanti in week 4, kita akan start with this class activity lah. Alright, class activity nanti Madam post. I will post in our Google Classroom and I will share the link in our YouFuture. So the link to Google Classroom. So kita tak ada lecture nak week 4, tak ada lecture. Straight kita start dengan activity. So what you need to do is first you are going to choose your group members. Okay. Okay. So mana nak letak ni? Okay, I put it this way lah. In this kita kata stream tab. Apa ni? Week apa ni? Week 3. So kita nak cari group members lah, group list. Okay, Allah Akbar. Alright, so write down your name. Madam tak tulis instruction, okay tak apa. You write down your name in this comment section below. You nak tulis apa? Okay, katalah. Okay, group 1. So I put it group 0 lah contoh. Okay, number 1 Muni, number 2 Munir, number 3 Munirah. Alright, so you can continue with the list. You can continue with the list. Alright, okay, so you start dengan group 1 lah. Siapa group 1? Okay, you write down your members name lah. Okay, jangan risau. Okay, don't worry because group 1 is not going to be the first presenter. Kita akan draw out nanti lah. Tak adalah group 1 the first presenter, group 2 the first presenter, tak. Okay, we will draw out. So first thing first for today's slot, please make sure you write down your name here. Your group name. Okay, group nombor berapa and then your members name. Alright, so we are supposed to have group 10. Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till group 10. So esok or week 4 we are going to start with the first activity, the first class activity. So maksudnya nanti untuk week 4 nanti mungkin lah. Alright, we just have the Google Classroom section lah. We don't have the lecture part. Okay, anything nanti Madam akan update balik lah. Alright, any question? Any question? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, yes. Three members. This semester, I make it compulsory. Yes, betul. I make it compulsory for my class to work in a group of 3 because of I have a maximum number of students in all my classes. So maksudnya semua 30 lebih. So I make it compulsory for my student, okay, to work in a group of 3. Okay, because of kita pun tak ada odd numbers kan. Kita tak ada 30 orang. Right, so we have 30 students, 30 bahagi okay, faham. Right, wait 30 divide 5. Boleh. Okay, so please work in a group of 3. Untuk assessment 1 ni, nanti semua kita nak ada 3. Alright, so we will have 10 groups with 3 members. Kita akan ada 10 group, okay, 3 ahli. Clear? Alright, okay, thank you so much. Okay, so I think that's it for today's slot. Okay, jumpa lagi minggu depan, week 4. Alright, selamat Hari Raya everyone. Okay, have a safe holiday break ya. Alright, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Selamat Hari Raya, Madam.
Alright, selamat Hari Raya.